Cagayan de Oro, where the city is in a state of emergency because of a problem with water. No, let's bring in CDO First District Representative Lordan Suan. Kong, I understand your position is that hindi na kailangan sana nagdeklara ng state of emergency si Mayor dahil sa problemang ito. Can you explain to us why you feel that way?
Opo, kasi para sa akin, parang man-made emergency siya eh. And dun sa law, RA 10121 ata yun, na it says na yung emergency is something unforeseen na situation. Eh, hindi naman to unforeseen situation eh, kasi since last year, may problema na talaga yung water district namin na meron silang sobrang laking utang dun sa bulk water supplier na COVID.
Okay. Kung we'd like to backtrack a bit, bakit po hindi mabayaran itong, I think, umaabot sa halos kalahating bilyong pisong utang ng Cagayan de Oro Water District sa bulk water supplier na bahagi ng MPIC o Metro Pacific Water? Bakit po umabot sa ganung kalaki yung amount at saka bakit hindi po nababayaran?
Yun po ang nakakapagtaka eh, kasi bigla na lang tayong kami in Cagayan de Oro, we were surprised na gano'n na pala kalaki yung utang ng water district namin. And then ngayon, parang deadline na, may threat of disconnection na. Eh ngayon ang namin nalaman na ganito na pala yung kalaki yung utang, bakit ngayon lang to lumabas? So it's a very worrying situation for us Cagayanon.
Nabanggit nyo, Kong, na ngayon lang lumabas. Hindi ba yan napag-uusapan nitong nakaraang mga taon kung ganyan na katagal? Talagang totally hindi siya lumalabas? Yung utang?
Hindi po eh. Last year, parang may collection efforts na yung bulk water supplier, yung Kobe. Pero ngayon lang talaga siya nabigyan ng pansin in the public. Kasi nga may threat na of disconnection. So, yun, nakapagtaka talaga po kasi naungulekta naman yung water district sa mga consumers. Pero yun, kami, mga Cagayanons, we're wondering where did the money go? Kasi bakit ang laki ng utang nila dun sa bulk water supplier tapos nagbabayad naman talaga yung mga tao.
Kaya nga sir, kasi if you're looking at that much debt, how much? 400 million ba?
440 million, I think.
Close to half a billion.
It almost sounds like nobody has been paying it. I'm just saying that's the appearance it gives, sir, no? Parang, kung gano'ng kalaki yung utang, parang may nagbabayad ba ng...
Dahil mahalaga yung sabi ni Congressman na nagbabayad yung mga...
Sana punta.
Oo, pero bakit lumalaki pa rin yung utang? So,
bakit gano'ng kalaki?
There's something wrong.
Oo.
Di ba? Dahil nagbabayad, pero nakakaabot ba?
Meron din kaming malaking problem dito sa water district po, sir and ma'am. Yung non-revenue water po namin ay umaabot ng almost 60%.
60%?
And from what I know, 19% lang ata yung allowed ng government. So, sobrang laki talaga. Almost 60% of the water that Cagayan de Oro Water District is purchasing from the bulk water supplier is being lost. So, siguro yun ang reason na medyo inefficient talaga.
Leakage po yan.
So, kumusta naman po ngayon, Congressman, yung water supply dyan? Kasi dito sa Luzon paghirap na, nag-uumpisa ng maghirap yung supply, nagiging tight na yung supply dito ng tubig. Sobrang init ngayon. Kumusta naman yung water supply ngayon in the city?
Opo, ngayon dito, hindi naman siya naputol dahil dun sa mga ginawa ng Mayor Macmel. Pero it still does not address the problem, which is the debt of water district towards the bulk water supplier. So, hindi pa naputol yung supply ng water, pero sa tingin ko kasi parang band-aid solution ng tong nangyayari dito sa city. We still have to address the root cause of the problem.
Okay, Congressman, what do you think is the way forward out of this stalemate? Parang may deadlock ko between the Cagayan de Oro Water District at saka yung supplier, Metro Pacific Water. What is the way forward para matapos ito at magpatuloy-tuloy ang supply ng tubig dyan sa Cagayan de Oro.
Tumutulong ba kayo, Congressman, together with other elders of the city para ma-resolve yung impasse na yan?
As a congressman, hindi naman talaga kami may control sa water district. So yung ginawa ko lang, I sought the help of the Local Water Utilities Administration, yung LUA, para mag-intervene sila dito kasi sila naman talaga yung regulatory agency for all water districts. And nag-set naman sila ng meeting. Kaso lang, hindi pumunta yung members of the board ng Cagayan de Oro Water District. So it seems that they don't have a sense of urgency. And yung kailangan talaga natin dito moving forward ay sincere and effective dialogue between the supplier, Kobe, and the water district. Kailangan talagang upuan to, walang uwian hanggat hindi ma-solve yung problem. Kasi it's very hard living with the threat of water being cut off.
Yeah.
Especially for Cagayan de Oro po, I understand it's a boom town there in Mindanao. Second richest city outside of Metro Manila, second only to Baguio City. So,
Yes.
medyo importante po yung tubig, ano?
Kung riches, ba't nila
Congressman,
mabayad?
are you considering legal action sa ngayon? Pinag-aaralan niyo ba a possible legal action against the water district o kung sino man dyan? Pwede kaya yan?
Hindi naman legal action in the sense na going to the courts, but the one thing that I can do as a congressman ay dalhin siguro to sa Congress through a legislative inquiry para kung hindi talaga sila makipag-usap dun sa supplier. Kasi from what I know, yung supplier, yung Kobe, willing naman sila makipag-usap. The only problem is yung water district, parang they're not negotiating in good faith. Hindi pumupunta yung mga decision makers nila. So yun ang problem.
Okay, Congressman Lordan Suwan of Cagayan de Oro, maraming salamat po sa oras nyo.
Salamat,
Thank you,
Maraming
Congressman.
salamat po.